Welcome to Persephone's Tavern.
Welcome back to Ivila. I am your humble DM, Trevor Trent. Joined as always, we have Hayden Poindexter,
Galil Oarmender,
Austin Boya,
Elara Viraleth,
Nick Lloyd,
Yuriael Gloomraven,
and Andrew Goebel.
Asimir Ashford.
All right, if you guys want to jump back into a recap.
Let's do it.
Last we left off, we returned to our adventure with Asimir. While trying to take in some rest, he was awoken suddenly by Vera Thatchright. With little explanation, she asked Asimir to guide her to Yuriel with the intent of hiring him to find a missing person. After guiding her to Yuriel, it was revealed that the person in question was Edgar, who had apparently been kidnapped by Elara recently. Intending to hold true to her word, Vera insisted that they help her retrieve Edgar or to take her reprisal in Elara's place. Bemused and uncertain, Yuriel agreed. Returning them both to the supposed crime of the scene, Yuriel was soon on the trail. Meanwhile, Elara and Edgar retreated into the wilderness to the north of town, only diverting towards the garrison tower when Elara was certain she had given her pursuers the slip. Unsure of where to take the boy now that she had him, she reluctantly returned to Asmarius, bidding the aid of a pair of giant eagles to cross the gap to the tower. After a brief exchange with the odd wizard, Elara surmised that it wasn't safe to hide there. Nevertheless, with Asmarius' aid, she discovered that Everett and hopefully the others were somewhere in the forest north of town. She made haste, flying low to the ground into the forest to narrowly avoid detection. She avoided Yuriel, Vera, and her entourage along the way. Hot on her heels, Yuriel led the group towards the tower, as well as stopping at the cliff's edge. After he alone managed to catch a glimpse of the quarry fleeing into the woods, Yuriel considered his options and decided to use the opportunity to lead Vera away from the town. They made way along the cliffside to the abandoned mines on the edge of town. Old and dilapidated, Yuriel pressed on into the darkness. By now, Elara had made progress, finding herself back at Galil's forge, where the aged dwarf worked tirelessly to organize and investigate his home for more clues about his mother's mysterious crafting techniques. Upon realizing what had happened, Galil rushed Elara and Edgar inside the burned-out house to hide. After a time, Elara realized her new hiding spot would serve her no better than the tower, so she took Edgar and pressed on. Soon they reached the end of the line, so to speak, standing before the base of the mountain summit. Along the rising mountainous elevation, Elara soon happened upon a cave, from which suddenly came the cry of concern. A familiar voice of Amelia crying out in warning. Elara rushed in to find Fievel, Curtis, Amelia, and Everett cowering by a campfire before a odd, snarling creature. Covered in white scales with wings unfurled and jaws snapping, the humanoid monster crept ever closer to the group with foggy, cold breath building in its mouth. And that is where we pick up.
Don't kill Vera.
We can't, man. I'm not built for this kind of combat.
We'll see how it plays out. We'll just play it by ear.
Play it by
ear.
we're not playing it by ear. Yeah. We're not killing her.
You know the wind's coming from you.
All right, so we can leave this metaphysical conversation on hold for just a moment.
Yeah.
Elara, you've just emerged at the entrance of this cave, and you see the glowing light of a fire ahead of you, casting shadow all around you. These four figures of people you recognize cowering in the distance. You are suddenly reminded in the moment that you have a fearful Edgar clutched to your thigh, peering behind you as this reptilian winged creature is creeping closer to them. Blunted but still somehow narrow reptilian face and a pair of large claws on either hand. A long, serrated looking tail that kind of whips out from behind it. And it's just kind of on all fours, kind of ambling towards them, kind of keeping its wings flapped for balance. Well, you see, like he's kind of moving around like an ape in a way, like he's knuckle dragging across the floor. What do you do?
Okay, and so Fible's up front. Who's behind?
What is this thing?
I think it's
another abomination.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Mixed with a white dragon. Hopefully not. God, that'd be terrible. So Fible's up front. Who's behind Fible?
Amelia, and then Curtis is just behind them.
Amelia.
Oh, and Everett also is kind of off to the side. He looks like he's like sitting prone. You're not sure if he was just caught off guard in the moment or if he was knocked down, but he's not standing currently. And then the other three are almost kind of in a line together near the fire.
Amelia is Edgar's mother?
Yes.
Yes.
And how far away am I from all these people?
60 feet from the fire, and they're all kind of circled around the fire. So it's a varying distance for each person.
And the same with the enemy?
Yeah, it's just on the other side of the flames, kind of cowering up over. Like it looks like it's going to blast its breath across the campfire, and just you have a moment because nothing's noticed you in the door just yet, the cavern opening.
I would like to run forward 30 feet. Actually, I want to look down at Everett. I want to say, Edgar rather, and I want to say, stay here, hide behind the rocks, and kind of push him towards the rocks near the mouth.
Push him at a rock.
No, just kind of push him down, shove him down, put my leg behind him and push him over. No, I just want to push him towards the rocks and be like, stay hidden. And I rush forward 30 feet and use the other 30 feet face stepping and, just put myself right in front of, or right next to the humanoid creature. And
So just to its left or right, not in front of it.
is in front of it on fire.
No, there's a little gap again.
No, yeah, I'll stand right in front.
If you want to
I
get
wanna
right up into
transpose myself between them and the friendlies, and then I will cast Hold Person. Shoot out my hand towards it and stop short right of its face. And a wave of golden energy emanates from my hands and attempts to bind itself around this creature.
All right. So you run in, magically bamf across the room on like a blast of cold air, swirl in front of it, and reapparate just before it. And you see there's a look of intelligent surprise in its eyes as you arrive, and then you throw this enchantment on it. Kind of mid-breath, you kind of catch it off guard. It makes just a flinch backwards, and then you see it just freezes solid.
Good. So just as flavor on the end of my turn, I want to kind of like look back now that I see that it's held. I still have my arms placed out forward, and I want to say, what on earth is this thing?
All right, so just after you do that, you hear a voice come from just behind it, out of a shadowy part of the cave.
Damn.
A light voice, a floaty voice
Like mine?
of a young girl. You hear she calls out and says, "Please don't hurt him." And you see this little flash of white. You feel two very soft feet come crashing into your chest in a drop kick as this small humanoid creature with mostly gnomish features, save a pair of long rabbit-like ears that replace its gnomish ears, and squatty short legs with powerful feet on the end. Furry little feet. And you see it's doubled over in this little double kick and has pushed you back 10 feet, toppling you past the campfire. As this very small, cute face looks up at you through the fire with fear and says, "He didn't mean it. You scared him, that's all."
Did it damage me?
It's scaring us.
Concentrate.
She must die.
Yeah, you took like 5 damage because it did like 1
So
plus
what I gotta do, beat a 5?
10.
Concentration.
10 is the 10 is the
Yeah, 10 is
10 minimum.
Oh,
Nine.
Yeah, I shouldn't even have.
So you double back,
Kick me over the fire.
doing all you can to keep from catching on fire yourself, and lose concentration on the whole person, and this thing suddenly snaps back, and you see it doubles over, and it looks like it's going to release its breath, and so this little rabbit creature turns around and puts her hands up, and then it just snaps out of it, looks at her, and goes, "Arr?" And then it gets real low and like drops down on its belly, and the size of this thing is such that even crouched that low, his face is on eye level with her, and you see there's just like a softness to the way it looks at her, and then the tension begins to fade.
Yeah, for them.
Yeah, you got what, kicked 10 feet? What the fuck happened?
Kick.
How very
I'm not
like
over it.
Yeah.
the fucking bullet over here. A standing long jump to a
With
drop
that,
kick.
That thumper.
I want to stand up and observe the whole scene and see where everybody is, what their state of mind is.
Oh, you can't
So-
see me. You can't see me.
Everett is in the rear,
God.
quietly picking himself up and dusting himself off. with a look of confusion on his face. The three from the caravan are mostly huddled together, kind of checking in on each other, similar to what you're doing. How are you feeling? But they're all looking on with confusion.
Okay. I look at the little bunny thing and I say, what is that thing?
To you? To the dragon or to the bunny?
To the bunny.
She says, "It is not known by any name, nor am I. And yet, he is Zabir, and I am Nello." As this girl is talking to you, you notice that there are little stripes in her fur along the side of her head. And as you look closer, they look like little bald spots, but you realize that they're symbols of some kind. Little marks where the fur isn't growing through. And they're in these like almost tattoo-like sigils.
I want to look over at Everett and say, Everett, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Holy, that was a start. We wandered in here trying to hide out. I thought it'd be as good a place as any since I can't get into my old house anymore. Didn't know something was in here waiting for us, though.
Seems we've stumbled upon their hiding place.
As it would seem, apparently. You got here just the nick of time. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I didn't see that little girl either.
Yeah. Well, I could have arrived here 4 hours ago, but I sat around trying to hide for 4. That doesn't matter. I want to look back at Nello and say, that thing almost attacked us.
I'm sorry. I thought you were trying to attack me is all.
I didn't even know you were here. What are you doing here?
Well, I'm hiding, if I can be blunt. Got separated from my village. Bahamut's Spine isn't safe for us, so...
What village?
I don't know if I should say. Are you from Bahamut's Spine?
I'm a visitor to Bahamut's Spine. I don't live here. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not altogether on board with how things are being run there. If you don't wish to tell me, I understand, but you and your... What was his name?
Zabir.
Zabir.
Give me another Zabir.
You don't...
As she reminds you, you hear through his voice behind him, Zabir.
Okay, that's fine.
It's a Hodor situation.
Yeah. You don't seem to be natural to this plane. Neither of you.
Oh, you could say that.
Were you created, or...
Aren't we all?
I mean, but you know what I mean. Like, what are the meanings of the markings on your body?
That's not something I know for certain. There are others in my village who know more, but I don't know if I can trust you. If I tell you where I'm from, then I can't let you return to Bahamut's Spine.
Why have you returned to Bahamut's Spine?
We were looking for something. We weren't supposed to go, and if Jewel Ferris figured out that we did, we'd be in big trouble, but all we want to do is get home safely. And for nobody at Bahamut's Spine to learn we were here.
Well, unfortunately, I have companions here who I hope would miss my presence. I do have business to attend to here, though I would know more about you and your kind. Did you find what you sought?
She looks up at Zabir and then says, "No, I'm afraid not."
I myself am not from this plane. I hail from the Feywilds. I returned here in search of an ancient race known as the Yuri. And I'm caught up in this trivial business that seems to be stifling my progress. Do you happen to know anything of them?
I know not of the Yuri. It's not any name I've ever heard of, nor is any business here in this town trivial. If you won't come with us, then allow us to leave unharmed.
No.
We're of no danger to you.
Please allow me one moment to speak with my companions here.
Very well.
And I want to walk over and talk to, was it Abigail? Fievel.
Yeah, Amelia,
Or
Fievel,
Amelia
and
and
Curtis.
So I want to talk to them,
And Everett, of course.
and I want to say, what the hell is going on?
Well, you know about as much as I do.
I think you two know much more than I do.
Who are you talking to specifically?
Fievel and
Okay,
Amelia.
that's what I thought. So,
And I wanna
Bible says
say-
that you know about as much as I do.
No, I think you two know much more than I do. I want to say Vera was holding Edgar to get to you.
Edgar. Have you seen Edgar? Amelia pipes up.
Edgar. Yeah, I'm going to say his name. Edgar, come out. And look towards the mouth of
She looks like expectantly, and as soon as he kind of like slowly creeps out from behind the rock,
Yes.
kind of twiddling his fingers, she races across the cave and practically, glomp tackles him into the snow.
I was really hoping for the world where Edgar had just wandered off because he got bored.
As
We're watching it again.
saw a dragonfly.
It's this whole party, man. As soon as you don't watch them, they're wandering off.
But no, she runs up and it's this tearful reunion as they're rejoined, easily a week apart, if not more. And she brings him back in and she puts him next to the fire and is doting on him and trying to warm him up in her cloak. And
While she's doing that, I want to turn to Fievel and I want to say, what is your relationship with Vera?
business partners, you could say.
Everyone in this town is business partners in some way or another.
He says, fine. I owe her shitload of money because I was supposed to bring her things that she had requested, and they got lost somewhere down in that bloody cavern.
Are these things people?
No, spellcrafts and sorts. Illicit materials. He rolls his eyes and he's like, we're smugglers, okay? At least on some point, yes, I do have a legitimate business operation, but certain clientele pay way more for certain materials when you can bring them across provincial borders. So we had already been fronted a bananas amount of money by Vera to bring her goods that we no longer have. So as soon as he points off to the back where Everett's kind of watching on and says, as soon as we got to talking to your friend here about his dealings with the woman, realized it probably wasn't a great idea to hang around.
Especially when you're not in debt to her. I'm going to turn to Amelia, and I want to say, Edgar is your son.
Yes, thank you so much for finding him.
Of course. Are you a smuggler as well?
In a manner, I guess you could say I'm the face. I run the merchant stand in the capitals and the big city holdings and sell the goods. I guess you could say I'm the only one here that makes an honest day's pay. Maybe Curtis too.
How did you get separated from Edgar?
We were about halfway up the mountain. There was a rock slide. It took the bridge out. When I came to, Edgar was gone. We thought he got crushed under the rocks, honestly.
No, he had made it to Bahamut's spine and we found him. Gave him shelter, at least as best we could. That's whenever Vera snatched him up. I won't lie and say Vera was mistreating him, but I had a foul air about
And Fievel kind of just says, suppose if she could use him to get to me, that would be all the better.
it. How do you intend to repay your debt to Vera?
Frankly, I don't. I don't have the means to do so here, so my plan is to get the hell out of Dodge, especially now that we got the kid.
Well, where did you lose the supply of...
Somewhere down in that cave. I would guess near the rock slide. We weren't able to dig everything out.
the crown?
When you say the crown, Fievel's eyes dart away.
What would Vera be doing with all of these magical instruments?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I don't really care. It's not my place to ask questions. Honestly, the less I know, the better.
Yes, evidently. Well, we encountered a few of them ourselves, one of which was a crown that gave massive amounts of intelligence to its wearer. It caused us quite a lot of problems down in those caves whenever we were hunting for you.
The crown was something I obtained through a fence I knew back in Olin Vale. The reason she had sent for it was because of, I believe, what it was made out of. Apparently it had been sold by some crazed dwarf 20, 30 years ago.
Okay, and most of your other contraband, was it also made out of the same material?
I mean, as far as we knew, we didn't have any other contraband.
Magical weapons.
Other than Edgar's effects.
Yeah, I want to turn to whatever her name is, Amelia, and I want to say, what of Edgar? He seems to possess much latent magical energy.
Yeah, it's true. He's remarkable. I've done what I can to teach him what I can.
I think it's well beyond our abilities, even mine, to teach him. What he needs to learn now is restraint. He obviously is very talented. There is a man here in Bahamut's Spine that is willing to take him on as a student. His name is Asmarius. He's a very powerful wizard.
She flashes a look of concern and then says, "You can't stay here. And I would guess you can't stay here anymore either." And she kind of like wraps tighter around Edgar as she says that.
Yeah. Do you think this would be a good life for Edgar if you continue these pursuits, getting chased off by bosses and getting accosted by militant personnel?
Flash of frustration. She says, "Don't you think I've thought of that before? I have no husband. I have no money or estate. Do you think I could possibly afford to send him through an academy?"
Well, no. However, I think it would be profitable for Edgar to possibly learn from Asmarius, and also avoid a lifestyle which, quite frankly, is extremely dangerous, especially for someone so young.
Which would involve ingratiating ourselves to Vera once more.
No, not necessarily.
How? It seemed like he couldn't stop talking about her.
Well, I could attempt to have Asmarius take on Edgar as an apprentice. He would never be shown to Bahamut's Spine. She never need know that he was there. But he would get masterful training and practice restraint, all while avoiding possible damnation, riding around with smugglers.
What assurance do you have that he would do this and keep it a secret?
I don't know, but I think it would be worth. He has told me that he would take Edgar on as an apprentice.
Sure. I would imagine many see his potential.
He, I think, is talented enough to keep Vera away from the child. I don't know, but I do know that if I don't have a better way of saying it, if he keeps hanging around with you and the smugglers, danger will befall him very often.
She relents.
Yeah.
She averts her gaze from you, and she says, "Maybe you're right." And on that note, you hear in the distance back towards the cave mouth, "Are you guys coming or not?"
Who's that?
As Nello pipes up, and you look and you see that Zabir is like on his feet. He's kind of stood up tall and he's like sniffing the air out by the snow. You can see like the wind is blowing snow past his face, and he's just kind of surveying the air outside as she's looking back at you guys expectantly. "If you're not coming, that's fine, but we're gonna go and hopefully lose you well before you figure out where we've gone."
I look back and I say, "What are you all doing?"
Fievel says, "I'll tell you what I'm not doing is going back into Bahamut's Spine anytime soon. If I can't get past the city gates to the west, then we're gonna either go up over the mountain and try to get into Carvander, or, I don't know, I guess to the desert, because there's no way I'm going back down through the Kobold Pass."
Yeah, I hear it's dangerous. And I want to say, does Vera only wish to find you, Fievel, and not Amelia?
I'm afraid it wouldn't be that simple. I would say yes, but we've been here many times. They know all of us well. And they know our loyalty to each other well.
Okay, so I want to turn around to them again, and I want to say, stay here for one night. Stay here for one night, as you planned on doing anyways, now that the danger is gone. And
Nella says, what, rest here in the cave with y'all?
No, not Nello. The others.
Oh, sorry. She's just starting to tap her foot like Sonic the Hedgehog over there. Going full
I want to say stay here one night. Yeah, and I'm going to leave.
You're going to leave?
Actually, here, I'm going to pull out a letter. No, right on the note, the letter. And I want to put on there to my comrades here if they go looking for them or find them. I want to hand it to, not Fievel, Amelia. And I want to say, if my companions come looking for me, give them this note.
Okay.
And I want to say, please treat them with respect. They've given up a lot to try to get Edgar back to you safely and find you and make sure you're not in harm's way.
She takes it and she says, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Look, no promises.
Yeah.
If we find a chance to leave and get out of this town, we're going to go.
I'm just asking you to stay the one night. Just the one night.
To what end?
We shall see.
fucking ominous.
Yeah.
If I'm mom, I'm out, dude. But wait,
Well, I'm fucking leave, bro. Yeah.
quit harping on.
Yeah, it'll go already. Leave me alone. And then I'll say, I may never see you all again. Edgar, it was very nice meeting you. I hope that...
He says, "Why? You're coming back tomorrow. You just said."
No, not. So within the note, I want to write, hey, I met blah, blah, blah. I tell them of the two,
Nello and
Bismore.
Nesquig.
Zabir. Nello and Zabir, and tell them that they're taking me back to their secret little village of other abominations, I assume. And of course, I've got to get to the bottom of it.
Nobody can see your air quotes, by the way.
Yeah, well, I think they heard it. And then
I'll add them in post.
And then I'm also going to put a note in there about try to convince Amelia to allow Asmarius to train Edgar. That's what I'm doing. It's all in the note. Say, I may not see you for a while. I'll find you. But yeah.
I swear, the first person that reads that note goes, "I'm not doing any of that."
Bossy, dude. She was always bossy,
Yeah.
dude.
Well, I'm gone now, so.
All right, so you're following Nello out?
Yep.
Okay, so you head up to the mouth of the cave, and Nello's like, "Finally, it took you long enough. You trying to get us all killed?"
No. I'm trying to save everybody.
I can't do that. I hope you know you can't do that.
Oh, you can, maybe.
All right, come on. Zabir, lead the way, and you see he gets into hound dog mode, gets real low, and starts prowling through the snow to the east. And you guys start going, and after a moment, you hear the sound of snow crunching behind you. Look back and see that Everett is coming along with you. He's like, "Wait for me, I'm coming too. You ain't gonna leave me there with him."
Yeah, they're all
Yes,
saying
I
it.
meant to bring you along, Everett. Now, I want to turn back to Nello and give it a look, kind of like, is that cool?
Fine with me.
Oh, okay. Come
Do you
on.
trust them?
Yeah.
She nods back to the cave.
Everett's, well, Everett's good. I know Everett's good.
Yeah,
Edgar's-
good.
Yeah, he's good. Yep.
He's got a
Good, chill.
He's got a pig.
Yeah. Oh, is the pig coming?
It will be.
Wilbur. It will burr.
Wilbur will be.
We got a bunch of half animal, half gnomes over here. Or
Wilbur's
something.
just ambling around Bahamut's spine. He's like a mount that's on idle. Yeah. He just
So food doesn't show up in short supply.
start heading east through the snow. So,
Do you think Yuriael could govern a town?
No.
Galil, at your forge, it's getting to be late afternoon. You feel the fatigue building up in your muscles and your joints. You feel the sun on your back as the sun's starting to set, and beyond being washed in nostalgia, you've really found no more fruit to bear here, beyond what you've already discovered. And as you're taking in just the progress you've made and the potential of maybe rebuilding this house someday, you hear a voice from behind you. "A long-forgotten tragedy unearthed. Shameful. And yet for the best. Many years have passed since this smell has passed my nose." You turn towards the sun. Standing just beyond the tree line, to the edge of the driveway, basically, you see Fox standing there, pipe in his hand, arms crossed underneath his cloak, and he moves closer to you.
Say, what know you of any tragedy or shame?
He takes a long draw of his pipe, and you see a glowing swath of yellow eyes sheen through the smoke. And he says, "I am one you would be right to fear, and yet maybe all you can trust." He takes another pull of his pipe and blows out the smoke. Almost as if the wind itself picks up, the smoke blows right into your face. And he says, "A world-devouring hunger sleeps here. Man allowed it to bubble to the surface. It won't be contained much longer."
Say, what reason have I to fear you? At all points, you've aided me and my allies.
In another life, perhaps. But for now, your friends are in trouble.
Yeah, I would say so. Vera's probably hot on their trail. Do you have any idea where they've gone to?
To the northeast of town, there is a mine. Old works belonging to the dwarves. An extension of the great mine that you discovered beneath the cistern. Your allies delve into the darkness, into a shadow they do not know.
Say, let's not dance around with words. You seem to know quite a bit about the Aether site and the corruption that's spread across this land. You come here to my mother's forge. You surely know that she had found a way to clean the corruption from that metal. I intend to purge the world of the corruption that's already bubbled to the surface. For now, I do need the aid of my friends, though. I would like to see them safe, so I am going to head northeast and rejoin them and make sure they're safe from Vera, but I would like to talk to you more and see how deep your knowledge of this goes. Could you meet me outside the tower where we first heard those wails tomorrow night?
Back at the start to begin the cycle anew, then. Very well. If you arrive, I shall be there.
I tell him I look forward to the conversation, and I hope that we can glean some information from each other because I feel we have very similar goals, but I don't underestimate the amount of danger that lies between me and tomorrow night.
You are right when you say our goals are aligned. More so than I care to admit, given the circumstances. But odd times make for odd bedfellows. Go. Time is of the essence.
And I'll head off to the northeast at a hurried rate. Not really looking for guards or anything, because I got a big hammer.
There's nothing.
I got a hammer for him.
There's nothing out there, anyways. To the northeast of your forge, it's just the wilderness until you get back to the cliffside. And so you begin hoofing it to make the few miles up that way and find what you hope will be the right entrance to the mines. So let's jump back over to Yureal and Asimir.
Yes, we have just made it back home.
Hold on, pause. Was I directed to the mines up there?
Yeah.
I thought I was thinking the cave.
Turns out Yuriael was on the right track all along.
The red mask finds his mark.
Every time.
So, Yuriael, you have been leading Vera, her entourage, and Asimir on what, beyond their knowledge, has been a wild goose chase.
Now, very clearly, that chipmunk told us we were on the right track.
Do you just talk to any chipmunk you find on the street?
Absolutely, they're all very trustworthy people.
Do
animals lie?
Not that I'm aware of.
Is that, well, maybe that's just like a humanoid thing. Like, only humanoids have the idea to lie. To deceive. No, foxes exist, I suppose.
All capable of deceit, Vera says, kind of coyly. Do you think if not that chipmunk was promised an acorn, he would tell you anything he wanted to?
I mean, I feel like there would have been like a code of honor or something at least.
Hunger is nature's code of honor.
I'm feeling kind of hungry right now, to be honest. We've been walking for a good time.
I knew. To that token, you guys have been ambling through an abandoned mine. Not dissimilar to the gypsum mine of Dragon's Breath, but much larger scale. And you find yourself going deeper and deeper very quickly. Traveled for about a quarter mile in the darkness, with no sign in the dust that anybody's been ahead of you.
Yes.
Tell me, Vera, what exactly happened to these mines one more time?
Well, the miners all moved out.
They just moved out? The wells went dry? And nothing else to mine here?
More or less. Unless you're interested in mining out coal or chalk.
I mean, I suppose you could always use more coal.
But you know, in the heart of the mine, that's probably where the good stuff is. And I'd be willing to bet that's where our quarry, so to speak, is waiting.
Oh, I get a quarry. That's funny.
You're making a deception check, please.
Talking too much.
Oh. Oh.
Hey.
That's a 3.
Plus any.
He says that it goes, oh, yuck.
Oh, God.
As you guys enter a wide crossroads,
Told you.
a cavernous chamber with multiple exits of tunnels,
He said,
Old
told you.
dilap-
You set it up.
old dilapidated scaffolds everywhere, and torn out and dry rotted banners. Vera stops in her place and stops following you as you walk ahead another 20 feet or so before realizing that she's not continuing.
Are you tired? I understand.
Tired of your bullshit.
Oh,
Oh,
Bullshit.
that.
well,
What are we doing here?
I don't know how much
Yuriel.
bullshit there is in me, but I probably still have some worm shit left over.
I believe it. It's gone to your head.
Yes.
You don't honestly expect me to believe that they've come all this way.
To get away from your town and your influence, yes.
I mean, that's what the chipmunk said.
Obviously. I've never met a chipmunk to tell me a lie.
I'm not
He's still on
convinced.
it.
What do you know?
Well, I know that they took off via giant bird flight and left right there at the tower, headed northeast by, again, giant bird back. That being said, all signs point to this cave. It's the only notable spot
To mine.
to mine own knowledge.
Talking good man.
Whatever guards is like.
He's gonna die.
I mean, obviously,
Mine.
there we can go down this path. It's not so much longer till we get to the end of the mine, and then there will either be, Edgar there, and
Or you're creating a diversion and giving them ample time to escape.
well, look, you came to me for my help, and you promised payment, and I want your money. So there's two ways.
But upon delivery.
There's exactly.
That said, I have a business to run and I'll not waste time all day with you.
Well, I don't know how many animals or people you have tracked, Vera, but it is not instant.
Man, there's not enough popcorn to go around in this room right now. I'm not going to lie.
What have you got to say? We're running on a wild goose chase.
Oh, I'm not the tracker. He is.
Yes.
Weren't you worried about the kid?
Oh, absolutely. I'm worried about the kid. No. That's. No. What do I know of this? I mean, you asked me where Yuriael was, and I'm just kind of camping out now. I'm trusting him.
Yeah, I'm
I don't
beginning
think-
to wonder the wisdom in that.
I wouldn't think Yuriael would lie to me.
Yes, with a pouty face, Shafir. Money.
I trust Yuriael.
So what are we doing? Are we going to finish this, Vera, or are we heading back? Are you quitting? How
Like-
deep do you think this cave goes? I mean, we're probably pretty close, right? Probably something cool down here.
This cave is a labyrinth, and we both know it.
Oh,
Come on, Yuriel. You brought me down here for a reason.
fine. If you don't want to find Edgar, we can go back.
You produce Edgar for me now, or there'll be 2 less bodies walking out of this cave.
Well, hold on. I thought you brought more than one guard
Oh,
with
I
you.
see. Because it'd be too less. Because Elara and Edgar wouldn't be here.
Oh,
Vera looks into you and says, I guess not then. And you see she makes this waving pattern with her hand and speaks some term in Elvish that kind of echoes on the air like a thaumaturge, and you see this cloud of fog begin to roll around your feet and billow up into this big billowing cloud and obscures your vision in a 20-foot radius around you. So basically fills the whole chamber with smoke.
okay.
So, even though your vision is completely obscured right now from the fog, as Asimir as well, I assume you were with Yuriael. You just catch this little, almost like a suction to the way the fog moves in front of you, and you realize that she has taken a movement back away after casting that spell. You're not exactly sure where her bodyguards are in it. You have a general idea where they were standing, but you know she specifically has already moved after casting that and just has kind of backed out.
How many bodyguards were there?
Somewhere near 2 people. And then that brings it to a 14. No, 18. So Asimir, you are actually second on initiative here. As this fog cloud billows up underneath your feet. It was already dark. So keep that in mind. Any light you were getting benefit from the torches is now gone. Yuriael, you are effectively invisible to any creatures that don't have dark vision and those with. You're kind of benefiting as much as she is from the fog cloud.
Yeah.
I am going to, kind of in a panic, I want to cast. I got a good look at Vera. Yeah, I know what she looks like.
Yeah.
I'm going to disguise self into Vera.
Interesting.
See this? I'm going to just kind of take a little, as if I had a knitting needle in the air. I'm just going to kind of like weave the spell and just like disguise self. Probably can I take it back and be one of the guards? Probably not.
If you want to.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll just be one of the guards instead of Vera, because if I step out and see Vera, that's still kind of fucked up. I'm going to disguise myself into one of the guards. That's my action. I'm going to use my movement to just walk in a direction.
In a random direction?
Yep, give me, you know what?
You go southeast.
Southeast. I walk 30 feet southeast.
You bump into the wall.
Fuck.
You like trip over some scaffolding. You realize you're like 5 feet away from the edge of the wall now.
Okay. That's it. I can't.
You're not even really sure what direction you went either. You just know
Yeah,
you just know you're in a corner.
All right, Yuriael, I'm going that way.
Never put baby in a corner.
All right. So that after Asimir, it is now Uriel's turn.
All right.
So yes.
I have a way better idea now. Fuck, why did I do that?
So we're in this round room with openings to my back that like lead deeper into the mine, and then there's an exit that leads towards the entrance. And Vera,
you would assume that she was going back towards the way y'all came.
And Vera so Vera went back through that exit.
And it's a 20-foot radius puff of cloud. You went as far as you could go, so you were actually just outside of the cloud. Like it's starting to dissipate, and you can see like the whole wall in the corner, and just see behind you that the whole room is a cloud.
Okay.
But yeah, you with your passive were able to see through her stealth attempts to dip out of there.
So I've still got some kind of visual on her.
You don't have a visual on her, but you know about where she is.
Okay.
Whereas before you would have had to assume she was standing where she was. So.
Okay, so I'm gonna get to where I'm, I guess, 10 feet away from her.
All right, so that'll be your normal movement to catch up to where she is.
So I just run up 40 feet because I'm fast as fuck, boy. And then I'm gonna pump a couple arrows into her.
So she's 10 feet away from you still.
Okay. So now I'm going to shoot her. I'm gonna pepper her up. And I'm going to bonus action Hunter's Mark.
So you get an extra attack on the first turn.
Extra attack on the first turns. And I'm gonna take a -5 for a +10.
Sure. It's like a wolf's
So that is for 21 to hit.
That hits.
That's the first attack. So that's a 18 on the second one.
That hits too.
Oh, beautiful.
She's not as dodgy as she thinks she is.
I don't know. I do have a third one on the first attack of the turn. That's right. Because I have extra attack, and then on the first turn I have the extra.
What a
Spell. He's got arrows.
There was another spell I almost
that's a
passed.
natural 13.
So 17 on the last one to hit.
Motherfuck, that hits too.
That's plus 30, bro.
And then I also have my Hunter's Mark active. 27 damage on the first one.
27 plus 41.
Plus 41?
Yeah.
41. Huh?
So 68 damage.
Poor lady.
Rethink your plan, Vera. Humble yourself.
Okay. I don't want to get too fucking like in my head about this, but guys, I think we're going to get out of here fine.
So, shit, you come out there with this arrow, triple knocked. Why the fuck not? It was dunk, and they just all clustered dunk, into her chest. You see these shafts sticking out. She grabs one of them and stumbles back, coughs up blood immediately. Anything else on your turn? Or was that all of it?
You know how they call me the red mask, but you look like the red chest.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look down at Vera and say, it doesn't have to be this way.
Said the guy that attacked first.
Well, that's not true at all. That's not true at all. Yeah,
She set a fog off and she retreated backwards.
That's aggression.
you don't run from a bull.
Fair enough. Either way, that's what she said.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay, so 13.
So I'm disguised as a guard in the fog.
Bad idea.
On a 13, it's the bodyguard's turn. They take a 5-foot step out of the fog from where they're standing and see that you've come out and you've just
What do they see?
a torch.
Oh yeah, okay.
Torchlight casts on you, or begin that like
They shit themselves.
phosphorescent shimmer kind of waves off of you, and you are revealed. They see you have accosted Vera quite successfully and are going to try to stop you from doing that. So they come up wielding long swords
My one weakness.
and try to slash into you. 2 slashes with each. Okay, that was only a 10 on the first one. It was 21 on the second one.
Hits.
So first guy slashes into you for 6 damage. Next guy's 2 attacks. Almost a crit, man. So close. That's going to be a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Yep, and then a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Okay, so 2 more. So that's 12 damage from the second guy. So it goes back to Vera, who is...
You're deep in this plan.
It's Vera's turn now, and she's got these, arrow shafts sticking out of her chest, bleeding heavily. She just looks at you and says, "You bastard." And
Now
she
you know why the mask is red.
begins to cast a spell and vanishes.
Ooh.
And you hear footsteps of her running in the distance into the darkness. All right, so that is it on her turn. It goes back to Asimir in the corner.
Yeah, it's Asmir's turn. Listen, I don't know what's going on. Wait, do I hear fighting?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, how far away is the fighting?
From you now, because you went the opposite direction. Well, you kind of went the same direction. You are about 30 feet from where Yuriael is, but you don't have line of sight on him currently. You just, because the cloud kind of curves at an angle from where you're at, but you can tell it's just on the other side of there.
All right. I'm going to come out dressed as a guard. So I'm going to go ahead, take out my rod of the Pact Keeper, and I'm just going to kind of think to myself, like, okay, what worked last time? Okay. So why did the excavation crew get kicked out of the bar? Because they were minors, and I'm going to point at one of the guards and cast Cause Fear.
Cause fear. All right, is it wisdom?
Yep.
Fail.
Okay. I try to get as close up to Yuriael as possible.
Bad comedy, no! Yeah, you see one of them starts kind of looking scared and kind of taking his attention away from Yuriael in the moment to see what the hell that is behind him. All right, is that it? Okay.
That's turn.
So that goes to Yuriael next.
I look back and see that there's now 3 guards.
There are three guards.
Guys, I really fucked up this comment.
One of them
I'm sorry.
said a crazy joke and has moved up.
I really don't
And
like that one.
Kind of ambiguously joined the fray. It's kind of like somebody walking up to a group having a conversation, and you don't know him and they don't know you.
Just kind of make a facial
They just kind of
expressions.
get in the circle. And then you saw Vera vanish, and you see her blood trail
Yes.
quite clearly. She's losing drops and drops and drops, but you have lost sight of her specifically into the darkness ahead.
So I'm going 30 feet, following the blood.
All right, her 2 goons are going to try to take opportunity attacks on you as you move away.
Yep.
That's a 24 on the first one and a 22 on the second one.
They both hit.
So 8 damage from the first guy. Second guy, you take 10 from that one. He got you pretty good with that one.
18 damage again.
So that puts you right around half.
Yeah, a little bit less.
So you're kind of looking messed up too, but your eye is on the prize, knowing that A very wounded Vera is fleeing into the distance. You have your movement. You said 40 feet. You're gonna go head that way.
40 feet forward. Or no, I'm sorry.
Or that's just
it's,
that first
it, It's
turn,
just
right?
30 feet.
Okay,
now.
so 30 now.
30 feet forward. I'm following the blood trail, seeing like, is it in the center of the room, the left of the room, right side of the room?
It's staying pretty center right now, but you can tell that you go your speed and get to the edge, and you see that the trail continues. She's running full bore, as quick as her body can carry her.
So I'm going to attempt noticing how she's staying in the middle and just sort of running scared straight down the middle of this tunnel.
Now, I will preface, because I see where your head's at. It's not a straight shot. Like, it does kind of meander a little bit. So there is some margin of error.
Yeah.
You're not going to, shoot straight down the hallway and
That's the
definitely
plan.
hit her. But, yeah, you can definitely pitch some shots and disadvantage and probably can have a chance to hit her. So
I'm going to shoot 2 shots. I'm assuming I'm invisible again out of the torchlight.
for this moment, you're still lit up just enough that you're not, hidden.
I think I'm going to dash as well and just go.
Just try to keep up with her.
Yeah.
So within a margin of error of about 5 feet or so, you catch back up to her. You know she's somewhere close.
So I can hear
kind
her
of based
again.
on the way turn-based systems work.
Yeah.
You catch up and she's going to make a gap and you're going to catch up. But basically, you guys are staying on pace with each other. Okay, Berserker's turn, or her bodyguards rather. So one guy's afraid of the mysterious third guard that has appeared, has somehow managed to frighten the other one. I guess understandably so. He wasn't there a moment ago.
Yeah, he looks at me and he sees his own face.
The other guy's turns around and he says, "Nice try, asshole," and he runs up to you with his sword and he's going to try to attack you. We'll say it's the guy that you have his face.
Okay.
All right, so first one,
I
18.
That's just kind of how it's going to have to happen. I can't do anything about that. We can talk.
All right,
this
what
out.
about an 11?
11? I mean, yeah, it hits.
13 damage from this long sword that comes slicing across you.
Don't die on me.
Fun. 13.
I'm trying to think back. Is that the first time a humanoid has actually taken a swing and hit you with something?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the first time that Asimir has been cut by a weapon?
Mm-hmm.
He's probably freaking out.
Yeah, no, this is the first time Asimir
That somebody has tried to kill you that you know has a humanoid intelligence?
Check your concentration.
Nope.
Is it that bad?
It's a 6.
Oh, yeah. So you see the other guy kind of snaps out of it too. And then he's going to run up and try to hit you as well. 17. Oh, and that was definitely going to miss with a 7. So, all right, 6 more damage. Right at the end of the guy that just slashed you's turn.
Rocks fall.
You're kind of reeling from that, but you suddenly hear this sound behind you, followed by a hissing sound. That's somewhere in that fog cloud. And that is it for the goon's turn. It is going to loop back around to Vera on the top of the round, who's bleeding out very nearby Yuriael. You can almost hear her breathing. You're looking around. You have dark vision, correct?
Yes.
You see these dark gray splotches of blood kind of appearing out of thin air and splatting onto the ground, and you know where she is. You see her turn, and as you're looking and you see that, suddenly you see that the spot where she's standing is kind of off center in the hallway. You see these blood drops start dropping, and you also see these blood drops start dropping on the other side of the hallway. And then you, basically the magic cup situation, you see they begin to converge together.
Yeah.
And then they split apart again and both start heading away from you. Meaning you can strike out at where you think the target is, but you know that she's created a double and potentially switch places with it. She did cast a spell. So you see that the invisibility goes down as this happens. So there's 2 Veras running away from you, equidistant. You can always strike out at one of them. Same scenario, but she's not invisible anymore.
I will hit the one on the right.
Right?
22 to hit.
22 will hit her AC, so we are going to roll to see if her target was on the left or the right, high or low.
Let's go high.
15.
15. All right, y'all hit her.
13.
13 damage. All right, she's looking pretty roughed up, but is going to continue her move that way. As she runs away, she calls back and she says, "You don't know what you're doing. I'm the only one keeping this place safe.
Let's make a deal. You don't come after the kid or his family or my friends, and we just forget about this whole thing. I don't care that you run this city. I just care about my people.
There's no way we can trust each other now. I'll agree on one condition. You two, that stodgy dwarf, and your pale blue friend leave this town and never return.
I cannot agree to that knowing what I know. Two of my party have deep, deep ties to this town, this city, and the people inside of it.
Holding on to her wounds, she says, "Then it will be my death that leads to your own." And she turns to keep trying to flee, barely limping her way down the hallway.
Well, there are things worse than death, my dear.
That was it on 29. She got fucked up on her own turn. So that's back to Asimir. So you have these two crazed bodyguards trying to murder you.
Please don't die. Don't you have like expeditious retreat?
No, there is still a thought cloud behind you.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I can do, but I can only do so many of them.
You should get the fuck out of there if that's one of the things you can do.
Take that one.
Like you said, much for the first time, this is the most he has been hurt this entire adventure he's been on. Asimir is now halfway to death. Just kind of like, even through the illusion, I imagine him like he's kind of bleeding through his chest from the slashes, just kind of pressing against the wound, and he just hears like this little ringing and everything in his ears, and it's turning into a fight or flight. He's going to cast invisibility, and he's just going to run.
Which way?
Out the exit where he saw Yuriael start running.
Okay. So they'll both try to take a swing at you at disadvantage. You're like, "Where the hell did you go? Come back here, you coward!" First one on a 13.
Hits.
Second one on a 10.
Oh.
Hits.
Oh.
First one hits you for 6 damage.
Like this is a surprise.
Yeah, the other one hits you for 6. So you take 12 more damage.
And that's 2 saving throws.
What are you concentrating on? Oh, visibility. Yep.
17 on the first one. Oh no. Oh no.
So on that second strike, you drop your invisibility, but you do have your freedom of movement in this moment, so you can keep running towards Yureal if you want. You do see him in the distance, who with a bow trained on something in the darkness.
Help me, Yureal!
You might want to yell for help.
Very much so. After getting those last 2 hits, it's just, oh, this is it. Okay, I mean, he's just 30 feet because that's all he can do. Yuriael.
I look back. I look forward and I look back and I look forward and I look back.
Yuriael, help!
It's like, shit, do I let Vera go or do I help my friend?
It's the fucking horses and the dude all over again.
Okay, so that brings it back to Yuriael now. So it is your turn, yeah? It's to you as you make this decision. She's not invisible.
You can hit her with a double arrow for sure.
You see her down there. You see her body double running with her. So, they're kind of making it difficult, but you hit her once already. You could probably do it again.
How far away is he?
Is Andrew?
Yeah.
Like 60 feet.
And Vera is 60
Oh, I forgot.
feet.
You don't even see Yuriael down the hallway, but you do call out to him still. He was invisible to you too.
And Vera's dashed away.
Yeah, you see her. She's only 30 feet away from you.
Oh, wait. She didn't dash because she cast a spell.
She cast a spell. She was trying to throw you off your AOL, but it didn't work.
So Yuriel's going to look back at his friend, and he's going to have a flashback to Chris Goltarkus.
That's what it looks like.
And then he's going to look back at Vera running away damaged, and he's going to go, fuck, I really want that dead. And then he's going to look back, he's going to reach into his bag and pull out a little ball of light as he's whispering into his hand, and he sets his hand down on the ground, and this ball of light is so tiny you can't see what shape it is, but as it goes towards Asimir, it gets a little bit larger as you see it starting to take form. It's a humanoid and it's running, and then it gets bigger as it gets closer, and it finally takes full form as it gets next to you, and it's my pole dancing healing spirit.
Oh, thank the gods.
I cast healing spirit and it does all that and gets to you,
Okay.
and it's gonna start healing you for D6.
Hey, anything helps. Spirit.
Clever. That was an action to do that too, wasn't it?
Bonus action.
Really?
It's a healing
And you
spirit.
lose your hunter's mark, unfortunately.
Fuck as it is. Concentration. 5. You get healed for 5.
Okay.
And then I'm going to shoot one of the guards in the face twice.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so I'm taking a -5 for a +10 on this first attack. Let's see, 13 plus 14, 17 to hit. Okay, so that's gonna be 15 damage on the first attack.
Okay.
How's he looking? He's dead, right?
He's looking pretty good.
Okay, I'm gonna pepper him up some more.
You said 13 damage?
15.
15? Okay.
I pepper him up some more. That is gonna be 13 to hit.
That hits.
15 again.
Yeah. Tasha's.
Okay, so he's looking pretty wounded, but still looking pretty strong after that volley.
Here, I can get it to you, but I'm gonna have to.
And
And the other guy hasn't taken any damage, so.
I'm going to, before I continue 30 feet forward towards Vera, I'm going to yell back at the guards. If you kill my friend, I'm going to kill you and your entire family. If you just stay there and don't do anything, wait about 30 minutes, you might make it out of these caves.
You don't even know my family.
I'm gonna.
Are you moving to 30 feet towards
Yeah,
Vera?
30 feet towards Vera.
You're on
Okay,
top
so you
of
keep
her.
in tow. You've got 2 illusions, but you've already kind of seen through her ploy, so you see the one just shimmers when you look at it. It's on a 13 now, so it's to the bodyguards. They see this wounded Asimir, and they're going to try to finish the job here.
Slightly less wounded.
First attack was a miss on an 8. Second one
I'm gonna
is going to be
cast shield.
13. Cast shield?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Miss.
does 13 hit?
Nope.
What's your new AC? Is it
15.
15. First guy does not hit through you. This next guy just rolled a 24 to hit, and then a 15 there, so 2 hits on the second guy. So you take 16 damage.
Shit. Good thing I healed
3.
you.
Yeah, that would have taken you down. Thank you, Healing Spirit.
Oh no.
Now you're 90 feet away from
You see the spirit looks concerned.
I'm doing my best.
It stopped.
Holding a hand
It
on the
stopped
wound.
holding.
Okay, so
Can't
that is
heal
back
that much.
to Vera. Vera's going to cast invisibility again. So she disappears and starts running off into the darkness.
Only one of them, right?
Yeah, the illusion got dissipated
+7, 26 to hit.
on Vera.
Yeah.
Okay.
Max damage. 10 damage.
Smacks damage.
That would have been nice on one of the guards, but you know what? That's cool too.
10 damage.
Yuriael,
Yeah.
finish her.
I'm gonna
That was literally how much HP she had left.
hostile style. I'm gonna swipe her fucking Achilles heels out from underneath her and just
With
let her.
what? Aren't you shooting arrows at her? No, you're
No, yeah, with my short sword.
Gotcha. Yeah, so you swipe her down. She falls to the ground. She's at your mercy. You cut her heel, but she's been cut many times before. So she's on her last leg. She's limping away, and like a villain who's been defeated. She's still trying to get to the end of that cave.
I'm just gonna lean over her while she's limping away.
She
and
kind of
just-
resigns in that moment. Kind of rolls over and just lets out a bloody laugh. Says, "Mark my words. You're gonna regret this."
And then I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna kill you, Vera. You just remember what I said. Don't come after my friends. And this won't happen again. Because next time, I'm not gonna be as nice. And I just get up and walk back towards Asimir.
Okay.
And I yell out to the guards, you may want to help your mistress. She's going to need assistance getting out.
Was that your full movement to go up to her already?
Yeah. So I just turn around.
Wait, no, that she.
Or well, no, I hadn't moved yet. That was her turn.
You can move 30
Yeah.
feet back towards. So you're still a little ways off. But
Yeah, I can't even move yet. That was a
You
attack
can
of
kind of see
opportunity.
you can see the torchlight. You can see Asimir still struggling down there. So that's gonna bring it to them.
So she is conscious still, though.
Well, you took her down to 0. I guess we'll say you decided it was gonna be non-lethal. So yeah,
Well,
she's stable at 0.
If it is
She
lethal,
goes unconscious.
I'll
Essentially.
heal her next turn.
Well, no, you can do that with a weapon. You just say, "I don't want it to be lethal."
That's right, because it's not.
You tripped her up. She fell down, and You can say, you know,
I
she
just-
kind of just passed out after she said that.
Just hobbled her.
So she's, you know, taking a dirt nap, a temporary dirt nap. You move closer to the battlefield. They are still focused on Asimir, who is looking extremely rough.
Okay.
Asimir on an 18. You just know these guys are still trying to cut you.
I have 3 HP.
One of them just caught an arrow in the back, but it's just in the heat of the moment.
D6 heal
Yeah,
now.
D6 heal. D6 heal. Do you want to roll?
You roll it. You roll. I don't want to be responsible.
Damn.
Shit.
17.
All right, so what are you at now?
17 on the D6.
5.
You're at 5? Okay.
5.
All right, Asimir, what you got?
Dies.
Shit! Expeditious Retreat is a bonus action.
I don't
Okay.
know if it warranted that kind of reaction.
No.
Confirmed.
Expeditious Retreat is a bonus action. Main action, disengage.
Nice.
Okay.
This spell
think
allows
it's
you to
in
move
player's
at an incredible
handbook,
pace. When you cast a spell, and then as a bonus action on each of your turns, you can, until the spell ends, I can take the dash action. So,
So you do it.
yeah, bonus action,
disengage,
disengage. No,
you
main
dash.
action, disengage. Then a part of the spell, I dash. So 60 feet.
So you have plenty of movement to get pretty much anywhere in this chamber and beyond.
I'm running up where I saw Yuriel go.
Okay.
Yep. It's like, it is now scuttling time. Asmir is not trying to look pretty. He is tumbling over himself, and he is running as fast as he can up the passageway.
All right, so you start running away from them. They're unable to strike out at you in the moment as you've put all of your effort into dodging their strikes, and you're very easily able to run outside of just on the edge of their dim light. They can just see you disappear into the darkness. You can't see Yuriel. You hope he's nearby.
I hope so.
And you don't have dark vision?
No.
So even from where you're at, you're unaware that there's a lifeless Vera just about 30 feet ahead of you down the passage. So that's it on an 18, right?
Yeah, that's everything. That was main action, bonus action, and movement.
So Yuriel, on your turn, you see them, lash out, but are unable to grab at Yuriel as he dips down under and starts running down the hallway towards you. You see he's kind of got like this listless look because he can't see where he's going and he can't see you at all. But you see he's broke away from them. And you guys more or less have carte blanche to walk out of this corridor at this point.
Yeah. I guess I will.
Beyond the spookiness that Asimir heard.
I want to light a torch so that Asimir can see me,
All right.
and so that I can let the guards know that I'm not scared
Like,
of them.
So he strikes up a torch and you see kind of shimmering down, like from the light, you see his illusion fade down to his feet as he comes back into view very suddenly. And then beyond him, you can see that Vera's just laying on the ground, arrows sticking up out of her.
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
But it's still Uriel's turn technically. But
I feel like with the adrenaline of everything, I don't care.
all right.
So I see you hobbling up to me, and you've dashed, so you're 30 feet away.
He's out of the range of your spirit now. Unfortunately, she won't be able to keep up with him.
Yeah. Was it an action to light that torch? I can't cure wounds him.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just walk up to you and sort of pat you on the back and say, "You're safe now, buddy." Well, you're not all the way safe. You're still in a cave with me.
I know
but
this is.
You're mostly safe now.
So I know due to the limitations of the turn-based game, I imagine this is like a tap in the butt as I'm fucking running away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
Good
just
game.
gonna look back ominously at the guards
All right.
and then
So
look back forward while I watch Asimir walk out. I'm basically putting myself in between the guards and Asimir.
as you look back down the guards, it's the start of their turn now. You kind of glance back and you see that the one that you just shot in the back twice turns to look at you as you say that, and you see coming from out of the fog, almost slithering from the ground, a large, muscular, scaly tail that comes, appendage. I feel like I'm revealing too much to say that it is a tail, but it comes out from the ground, slowly wraps around his feet, clinches tightly and pulls him to the ground and slurps him into the fog. You hear a loud hissing sound, a scream that is quickly stifled by gurgling blood.
Good thing you didn't go into the fog.
Yeah, good thing I didn't go into the fog, right?
And as that happens, the other guy turns to him and says, "What the hell?" and turns to walk, and you see that something else has this like enormous dark silhouette. You can't really make it out in the fog. Come out and kind of like bear hug the guy and rip him into the fog. And you just barely catch like the side of his face coming out of the fog because he's quite tall. And it's got like a completely smooth, scaly head that's very round and has a big, wide, underbite kind of jaw that very much reminds you of some sort of tortoise. And it just kind of grabs him and pulls him into the fog, and you hear the same thing. You hear the sound of a scuffle, and then the sound of like something heavy just bludgeoning into it, just, and then it goes silent. And
Not anymore.
25 feet of movement can only get you.
in the span of time it takes for those two to get just quickly taken into the fog, and you're not even sure how they're doing now, a third figure comes out of the fog. You see a cloak and a long, singular, spiraled horn coming out from underneath the cloak. And in a whispery voice coming up at you, it says, "Oh no, none of you will be leaving this cave."
Oh,
We should leave right now.
Already on it, boss!
And that is where we'll end our session.
No!
We can't leave Vera here.
No! Yes, we can. Let's go. No, maybe we can't. I don't know. This is...
This is probably what she was talking about.
The moment, like, you guys look back, like, I smiled so big because I know what's going to happen. It's set up so well with the hits earlier. I like, they're getting dragged into that fog right now. And so I was just gritted ear to ear. It was like, oh, fuck yeah, it is.
Man.
Oh, man. Listen, I'm running off of 5 HP, an Oreo, and a dream. I'm running.
But yeah, thanks everyone for listening. This is a lot of fun. Stay tuned next time to see how our party gets out of this sticky situation.
Hey, comment, who is your favorite character?
Yeah.
I need to know.
Set up a poll. Let's find out who's the favorite.
because I've got 2 now.
The Patriot.
That's fair.
I think
So come raise your glass to the hero.